today are Monte Cristos. If you've never had a Monte Cristo, it's kind of like a marriage between a sandwich and French toast. It's a beautiful blend of sweet and savory, and I'm going to have a bit of spicy in mine today. And really, for a Monte Cristo, you could honestly do about any kind of sandwich that you wanted to. And it's the principle of dredging it in the beautiful French toast batter. But I'm going to make mine with some turkey and some smoked Gouda. And so here we go. I'm going to start with the dredge, which is a typical French toast dredge. And I'm going to start with a couple of eggs. And then I'm going to add a cup of milk. This is coconut milk. You can use your milk of choice. And I need a pinch of salt. And you know how sometimes when you make French toast, you add cinnamon to this particular blend? Since I'm going to make a Monte Cristo and I want a bit of a spice and something more unusual, I'm going to add a teaspoon of Ras El Hanout, which is a Middle Eastern spice blend. Totally optional, you don't need to do that, but then this all gets whisked together until the egg is really well incorporated with the milk, my coconut milk, and also incorporating that Ras El Hanout that's going to give this a very unique flavor. Going to be really, really delicious. And then I just need to set this aside and start assembling my sandwich. All right, it's really important to have good bread. Challah is an excellent choice. This is kind of a brioche style sandwich bread. Really, you can use any bread you want, but we're going to start by assembling the bread. And I've got a little bit of mayo and a little bit of grainy mustard. I really like grainy mustard in this. I'm just going to kind of spread this together on my sandwich to make a mayo grainy mustard blend. And then for my spice portion, I have a chipotle jam. Now you can use any kind, like red pepper jelly would be good in this, but this is going to give it a hint of sweet, but it's also going to give it that spice. And I just want to spread this all over my sandwich, all over the bread. I think I want a little bit more because I want that flavor to really come through. And then, whatever you want on it, I have a little bit of spinach here because I always want green in my sandwiches. So these are just tiny little leaves of spinach. And then turkey. You can use ham, use turkey, whatever you want. That should be enough. And then I have smoked Gouda. Really, any cheese would be good for this. It's going to lend the nice smoky flavor, the smoked Gouda. And it's a really good melting cheese. Okay, I think that's everything. I assemble the sandwich. My skillet is heating on a medium heat. I don't want to burn this when I'm cooking it. I want to kind of cook it gently. And then I need to dredge. So that's going to go in here. And I need a bit of butter in my skillet. And if my butter starts to sizzle, then I know my skillet is just perfectly hot enough. Dredging this on one side. This is a really good bread to soak all this dredge into. And then on the other side, very nice. Swirl this butter around in my pan. Oh, it's ready to go. And then I just put it in here. I hear just a tiny, tiny sizzle. I'm going to wash my hands and then I'll let this cook and I'll flip it over. My Monte Cristo has been sizzling away. It's nice and golden on one side and I flipped it and it's nice and golden on the other side. I want to cook it just a little bit longer to get a nice crust on it, and then we're going to slice into it and give it its final flourish. It looks like this is about done. It's nice and golden on the top, golden on the bottom. Wow. So, in true Monte Cristo fashion, usually dust it with powdered sugar. Now my mom, in her bakery and catering business, she also had a food truck and she would serve these as part of her menu when she would go to fairs and races, things like that. And hers, I do believe, were dredged in a batter and deep fried, but this is a little bit more traditional Monte Cristo. They were one of the most popular things on her menu, and if you try this, you'll understand why. I'm going to cut it on the diagonal. And if you can see all the oozy cheese, just kind of marrying all those ingredients together, this is luscious. So, man, I can't wait to dig into this. This is going to be delicious. All right, it's a messy sandwich. That's really good. I taste that spice of the chipotle cherry jam that I put in there, and the mustard is so amazing. And then I get the dusting of powdered sugar, the gooey cheese, and the meat. It's like the best French toast sandwich you've ever had. Monte Cristo's, it's what's on the menu today. Check out the recipe on taylorkitchen.net. Hey friends, thanks so much for watching Taylor Kitchen. For recipes and a whole lot more, go to taylorkitchen.net. Thanks again.